This is the new Lord of the Rings, the Rings of Power.
Yep.
And it's set in the Second Age. Mm-hmm. So I'm not in it.
You shouldn't be.
And this show, the Rings of Power, it's made by
Amazon.
And they're like a force of good in the world. Their leaders isn't, say, ripping down the trees of Orthanc and delivering a charging cable in a box that could, say, house a small family of dwarves.
Just watch the damn show.
As Middle Earth.
Oh, crap on a stick. No wonder the Eagles are so arsey whenever I ask them for help. Or are unwilling to fly straight to Mordor no matter how many times I ask.
Under the command of his most devoted servant, a cruel and cunning sorcerer. They called him Sauron.
Ah, Sauron. I'm terrible with names, honestly. Doesn't ring a bell. They have a cave troll. Oh, they have an ice troll. Oh, they have a troll doll. Oh, they have an internet troll. Coming at you like... To be fair, higher IQ than a cave troll. There's Samwise and his frying pan whenever you need it. That stab was such a little bunk on the head. Stop it! Stop it, you silly little troll.
At last.
Yes, it's almost as if I didn't wish to be found. What tidings?
So I'm guessing this is young Elrond. What do you think, actual young Elrond? Do you think the actor is doing you justice?
Only time will tell, Gandalf.
My lord, young Elrond, I'm sorry. Just on screen you look so much older, and yet somehow much younger as well.
I'm just a late bloomer, Gandalf. Is it 'cause I can't grow a beard and I've still got my milk teeth? You only have that well-groomed beard, 'cause it gives you the illusion of a jawline.
Yes, when I don't have this, I still get ID.
Take heed of the tale of the ugly duckling, Gandalf. You remember Dominic Wilson from school?
Oh, yeah. Most popular guy in the year. Kelly Stevens' cousin.
Saw him in the pub when I went back Rivendell for Christmas. Let's just say his elven grace is no longer upon thee.
Peaked in high school, eh?
If that was his peak, let's just say it's nothing but the Emyn Muil from here on out.
An interracial and an interspecies romance. If I know Reddit, that's gonna f*** at least a few people off.
But I'll allow you to explain the details, Lord Celebrimbor.
All were given to the elf lords, wisest and fairest of all but three. But an entire multipack was given to Gandalf, who above all else saved 50p using a Tesco club card. Ah, it's the Ent-sluts.
Gandalf, this is the third age. Ent-sluts is not okay to say anymore.
PC culture making people abandon reason for madness. Ent-wives. Who the dickens is that?
I believe it is you,
Gandalf. Oh, me. I swear I didn't arrive in Middle-earth until the Third Age. And the thing is, Amazon, I think I would remember if I had been fired naked through the stars. Gandalf, sometimes you barely remember your own name. Yeah. I mean, is this Amazon's attempt at Baby Yoda, Baby Gandalf? Seems a bit desperate to me. What do you reckon?
Desperate as fuck, that.
What are you looking up?
Apparently, over 4,000 people have swum the English Channel.
Why is that relevant?
But nobody, ever, in history, has swum the Atlantic Ocean.
Alright, yeah.
Since when were you interested in open water swimming records?
It says here that even some sharks have died attempting to swim the Atlantic.
We all know where you're going with this, Gandalf.
I'm just really interested in the precise aerobic capacity required to swim an ocean.
And what is it?
That of an industrial cruise liner. Galadriel, I get that you're an athlete, but you're not Michael Phelps or a tugboat. The cold doesn't get you. You haven't eaten nearly enough calories to get back. Unless there was a canteen on that ship.
But you better have left it at least 45 minutes.
Front crawl? I'm gassed after 2 lengths. You gotta go with breaststroke.
You'd have salt water up in your eyes.
Backstroke maybe, to avoid the brine.
So hot.
This crater dude must be so evil he gives off no warmth.
I've heard the same about Mar-a-Lago.
That was my joke from last time.
Yeah, but you butchered it.
Yes. It's more about how he said it.
Baby Gandalf got skill.
Can't talk but can use the Force.
Could be a different wizard. Maybe a better wizard than Gandalf.
Harry Potter.
No, you're just doing this to wound me up.
Massive. He's got to be. He's not a troll. All right, some outfit.
Oh, that's just degrading. You're going to wheelchair me about. At least put some trousers on me.
Wrong ears. And he's not handsome.
You're not such a looker yourself, Poppy. And for that matter, neither are these elves.
Careful, Gandalf.
Seasons will be our fault. If fog lasts a little too long, we'll get stuck in a rut.
Oh, that's just classic hobbits. Not understanding the basic laws of physics. The amount of times Frodo wrote my cart off just by leaving the handbrake off.
Oh, poor baby Gandalf has tuckered himself out.
I'd had a long journey. Not to mention the interdimensional jet lag.
And Hannah, his wife was Hannah.
Oh, I'm like that with names. When I saw the main hobbit after he dropped the ring in Mount Doom, he was recovering in bed. I could not remember his name, so I just started laughing and hoped he wouldn't notice. Eventually someone said it.
Spoiler!
Oh, Alandir's in the Upside Down. Okay, Bronwyn, go get Hopper. Industrial city of Eregion. So this is like the Middlesbrough of Elven.
They say that Morgoth found the Silmarils so beautiful that after he'd stolen them, for weeks he could do nothing but stare into their depths.
Same, Morgoth. But for me, it's a bargain bucket.
But
It has turned my heart, my lord.
Bit desperate, that, Elrond. Bit pick me, mate. The Heckington's that? Oh, no, it's just a parade. 2 cows pulling a huge rock. This woman looks like she's just wandered in off the street. This looks interesting. What are we chanting about? She's there again. Snuck past the camera. It must have gone in through some postern gate. Wait here.
Where am I going to go? I can barely crawl.
Thorin, your ancestor is on the TV.
Which one?
Durin.
First or last name?
What? Last name.
But one of my cousins. Durin was his first name as well.
He's called Durin.
Yeah, he was thinking of starting a band.
Look, he's on TV. Quick, or you'll miss it.
It's Amazon Prime, Gandalf. You can pause it. This isn't the 90s.
Oh, I thought it was terrestrial.
My heart sings to see you.
The elf, Elrond, has invoked the right of Cinematography.
So all the dwarves are Scottish.
This is news to me.
Just waiting for Sauron to be Welsh now.
Are there any others?
So there's Radagast, this prick.
Suck a fat one, Gandalf.
And 2 blue lads. I think they're expats off east somewhere. So that's 4 lengths, just a quadrillion to go. Nope. So you have scarce, precious water rations, and you still long-arm it into her mouth.
I'd rather be parched to death than drink backwash.
The elf let it right to us.
Galadriel can single-handedly take down an ice troll, but gets caught off guard by some half-dead peasant woman.
What are you called?
Galadriel's got herself a boyfriend.
Can't 2 hot young singletons just share a platonic raft, thousands of leagues from civilization?
Simpletons is right. The protein shake for nothing, my lord, young Elrond.
It's not protein shake, it's baby formula.
You missed my wedding!
Oh, sorry if I didn't want to hang with a bunch of stinking dwarves for a weekend in Dorset. Oh, I forgot you were here.
20 years may be the blink of an eye to an elf.
Durin, it takes me 20 years just to put the shopping away.
Each of those parts will reflect your song back to you, telling you its story.
Wait, is Celebrimbor just waiting outside this whole time?
For elves, no.
Has it ever been so between us?
I don't know. Has it?
Always be.
You know, Gandalf, maybe we could have peace and take counsel together.
We shall have peace when you answer for the burning of the Westfold.
Sorry about burning the Westfold.
Okay, we can have peace. No, wait. Also, you need to hang from a gibbet as a sport of your own crows.
Gibbets and crows!
Planted it, raised it up, tends it like it's our 3rd child.
Usually the issue is overtending them.
I'm simply wondering what manner of man would so readily abandon his companions to death.
Oh, dead sus that. Halbrand is the imposter.
Ah, shit, no, it was the blue guy with the chicken on his head.
Good talking without proof or pudding. That's all it is.
So if I fetch you some proof or tiramisu, you'll believe me. Oh, if it isn't the Orc-Shank redemption. Things went on like that for Ugrag. With some birds, just aren't meant to be caged. Why does she always seem to be running like she's wearing Jimmy Choos in a muddy field? It's me, Mother. I don't want to be a soldier anymore. I just want to be in here. I just want to be a packet of Rice Krispies now. Okay, Rice Krispies, you stay there, and I'll just chill in here like it's Home Alone 2. Come here, little Krispies.
Come fight me with honor. Oh, okay, through the back.
If there are any of you here who want to live, we make for the Elven Tower at first light.
You know the laws of our kingdom. Anyone that barely kills one orc is named Queen of the Southlands.
Or at least our Lord Commander.
Oh, thank you for risking your life to save me, a person I've just met, a man who deserted his people at the first sign of danger. I helped you into the boat, so that means I saved you.
That's how we're going to remember this.
I just climbed like 100 meters down to get you, and didn't even get the bends, or nothing.
I can't hear you. My ears are full of water. Talking to bugs. That's pretty you, that.
Yes. I mean, it's way harder to summon an eagle direct.
What's he saying to them? I don't speak Firefly.
Are you fluent in Firefly?
No, just enough to get by on holiday.
What does that mean?
Which way to the library?
Gandalf, the mass Firefly murderer.
It was an accident. It's like in America when they give a gun to a toddler. You don't blame the toddler. I don't want to be too critical, but that cinematography just seems really lazy.
Example?
They're clearly looking at something important, but the chest is in the way, so we can't see what it is.
Whatever it is, it looks precious.
Oh, maybe they discovered Nintendo DS's. That was a real slice of luck there, Galadriel.
Saved by a raft in the middle of the ocean.
Which is then saved by a bigger boat.
Which is then saved by a Caribbean cruise ship.
That you will have to nobly batter 100 pensioners to get to the buffet.
To everyone on YouTube, I'm sorry if in my first live stream from episode 1, if you were offended by something that I said. If you felt like calling them ent-sluts was a slight, it was not. I am sorry if you were offended. It was only a joke. I'm someone who grew up in a different time, the second age of Middle-earth, apparently, when it was okay to... I mean, everyone wasn't so sensitive.
No ad-libbing. Say the bit about getting help.
I'm seeking help and have already booked myself into rehab. In the meantime, you can get yourself the Entslats t-shirt. And next week you can see me on the Jordan Peterson podcast.
Tell me about this captain.
His name is Elendil.
The light of Elendil, our most precious star.
Isildur!
Oh, fuck that guy. You were there, weren't you? You had one job, Isildur. To make sure that evil did not endure. And did he? He did not.
The sea is always right! The sea is always right!
The sea is always right. What kind of bullshit is that? I just can't imagine Tolkien, a Cambridge professor, inventor of like 5 languages, would sit there in 1952 in his little shed and go, "The sea is always right." That'll do. Oh, it's like 10 to 5 on a Friday. C.S. Lewis is already in the pub. The sea is always right. That'll be fine.
You chose to break with that precedent. Why?
It was the sea that put her in my path. And the sea is always right.
Oh, no, the sea is bloody right.
It was a saying passed down through my people. The sea is always right, but the mountains are always wrong. Oh, and the hills you want on your team in a pub quiz.
Where evil would not only endure, but thrive.
Well, I can tell you for free which Muppet allowed it to endure. Okay, young Elrond, I think it's time for nap time. I'm fine. Shh.
Leaving us with full carts and fuller bellies. Some fuller than most, if we're being honest about it.
I like half of you less than you deserve, half of you more than you deserve. Yeah, we've seen it before. And that, my dear children, is the story of how Gandalf got his cloak. Thank you, Amazon, for letting me keep my dignity.
Looking for a promotion, cadet. 9 days until the sea trial. You ready?
Remember, Isildur, if you can't remember the answers in the trial testing, just ask the sea. The sea is always right.
And the armor that ought to rest upon your shoulders weighs upon your soul.
And the armor ought to rest upon your shoulders, weighs upon your soul. What does that even mean? For Halbrand, it is the greaves that should be strapped to your shins that are really strapped to the shins of your shame. Emily, please.
He helps us and we help him.
Gandalf, stop tensing, man.
I was not tensing. That's the flame of Abnor right there. 8 hours a day in the gym I did for that shot. Probably. That's what I see when people show me pictures of their dog. And I'm like, yeah, great dog there. Proper solid dog you got there. I don't know what they want. I don't know what to say. I just end up commenting on the structural soundness of their dog. Parkour. Oh, still better than Legolas running on thin air. How many billions did they spend on this? I can't even get it in focus.
Yeah. Where's the fucking quality control?
To everyone who watched my live stream of the 3rd episode of Rings of Power, I wholeheartedly apologize for mixing up the names of Erendil and Elendil. I'm so sorry to anyone I may have offended. I don't think I will ever forgive myself. I'm seeking help for my lack of accuracy when it comes to Tolkien lore. And I've already booked myself into rehab. Meanwhile, you can get the Light of Elendil t-shirt for only $49.99, plus packaging. And when they're gone, they're gone. So
that apology felt really heartfelt, which makes me think the Entslut's apology wasn't sincere. Like you just trying to shift merch.
No, the Entslut's apology, that was from the heart. But I do need a new staff.
I swear that elven hands will never take Numenor's helm. She will remain, as always, a kingdom of men.
Why does this guy feel like the Trump of Numenor?
Drinks all round!
Drinks all round. Is that all Numenorians care about?
Go to the men who've taken refuge in the old watchtower. Deliver to them and...
Right, so they did all that, killed his friends, one of which was a tree, and now they're just letting him go. Chopping down of that tree reminds me, I have an Amazon order to open.
That's a big package. What did you get?
A little staff for Lego me.
Is that the door, Gandalf? He is here. I'll get him.
Gandalf, I thought you said this flat would be easy to find.
I left a rune on the door. It said, flat 22, when you get here, let me know and I'll buzz you in. Didn't you see it? Just make yourself at home. Oh. So you already have. My lord young Elrond, you may remember meeting Thorin Durin.
All right.
My beard, she's got pipes.
So this is the Rings of Power. What do the reviews say?
I'm going to be honest, the internet is... I'd just go off grid for a few months. The fandom is turning toxic. We're talking about the verge of open war.
I will not risk open war. Open war is upon us. If we would risk it or not. Let's just go to the internet's version of Helm's Deep.
Club Penguin.
My father single-handedly sailed to Valinor and convinced the Valar to join the war and vanquish Morgoth. Would he be proud of what I'd accomplished with his legacy? Disappointed.
You never told me you had daddy issues, Elrond.
You can talk, Gandalf.
Sorry.
My father, Elendil.
Oh, that's your dad.
He nearly single-handedly destroyed the great dragon and Calagon, and brokered the very defeat of Morgoth. And what am I? A glorified accountant.
It's a tough act to follow for Elrond. And what was the name of your third brother?
Elrond. Well, he really is the black sheep of the family.
Oh, he's so annoying on Twitter.
I wouldn't advise that. I can't very well let her leave.
I can't very well let her leave, while off screen she just chucks 3 supposedly trained guards single file into a cell.
Who trained these guards?
Credit where it's due, Amazon. The orcs do look incredible.
Yeah, but they are proper milking it with the slow-mo.
Tell me about it. Oh yeah, let's bulk it out with 2 hours of Galadriel riding a horse in slow motion. Oh no! If only we had some kind of ranged weapon, like a Like a shooty, pointy thing we could get them with. Some sharpened twig we could launch at them in some way.
Yeah, something like that. Something that maybe we'd just been using only 2 seconds earlier.
Or maybe just get me a parasol.
Or some Factor 50.
Goth Crust lad. Get down boots, get some Factor 50, and a meal deal.
Which each of us, every one, must decide who we shall be.
Oh, the tree. We must go to war.
But, my lady, it is just autumn.
No, this is what I'm going to make my military decisions on. This clever tree.
In fairness, that's probably how Bush and Blair made their decisions.
This sycamore tree is telling me there are weapons of mass.
We must have seen it in the skies. A few weeks back now. Starfall means his time is near.
Wait, Gandalf. Does that mean you are Sauron?
I don't even know anymore.
I will serve.
I will serve.
I will serve.
I am Cervicus.
I am Cervicus.
I am Cervicus.
I am Cerberus. Come on, guys, we can't all serve. Otherwise, who'll be left in Numenor to get a round of drinks in at all times?
So, lads, I'm afraid there's been some backlash to your reactions in the last few weeks from all corners of the fandom.
I do not come to treat with trolls. Faithless and accursed.
There's a lot saying, stop kicking off at Isildur, Elrond. You should have just pushed him in Mount Doom.
I'd just done a huge-ass battle to decide the fate of Middle-earth. Give me a break.
And Gandalf, in response to your indignation of the sea is always right, someone put...
Yeah, I don't know. But I'm so invested in Tolkien, I'm willing to look past that.
And Boromir, one person said, your hair is too long.
Or kill the bastard.
Ultimately, Gandalf, half the people are saying, stop being so mean.
Heard that one before. A wizard should know better.
And the other half are saying, be way meaner.
Oh, and that one. I'm just going to say whatever sells the most t-shirts.
So the only trouble is there's 100 perils between here and there.
Perils?
Well, so I used to have an Irish accent. When did I lose it?
You know, it might not be you. Loads of people on TikTok are saying it's possibly a Balrog.
Oh, an Irish Balrog.
Hey, it'd be grand if I could just squeeze past you there. If you could just let me pass, Mr. Gandalf, sir.
So the real Lord Sauron has finally stood up. Now we're cooking on gas.
Gandalf, you already made that joke when we roasted the trailer.
Alright, I put Rings of Power back on.
Slim, I wrote you, but you still ain't calling. I left my cell, my pager, and my home phone at the bottom.
Wait a minute. Gandalf, this isn't Rings of Power.
Took us 3 minutes to notice.
But if you choose to stand with me and fight, this tower will no longer be a reminder of our frailty, but a symbol of our strength. Who will stand with me? Who among you will stand and fight?
Sorry, who are you again?
You're being absurd.
While you were feigning fidelity to the traditions of this isle, these men were living them.
This Isildur just seems to want all the power without working for it.
Oh, that doesn't sound like the Isildur I know.
Elrond, you're this close to a timeout.
Find him and head to Crown.
Alright, who do we think Halbrand is?
Some people are saying he's Sauron.
Is there anyone in this show who isn't Sauron?
Oh! It's here!
What you get?
Oh, it's a replacement staff for Lego Me.
What?
No, just kidding. It's an IRL staff.
Oh. Gandalf. What came in all the other Amazon boxes?
Oh, can you not tell? A beard grooming kit.
And they sent each piece in individual boxes. That's so bad for the planet.
Couldn't care less. Jeff Bezos said I can have a place on his final rocket into the west. Yeah, this is the battle we've been waiting for. A sparring session.
Familiar with the song of the roots of Ithidlir. Recount it for me, please.
Poured all his light into the tree to protect it. On the other, a Balrog of Morgoth channeled all his hatred into the tree to destroy it.
A Balrog of Morgoth.
You unending.
You once had a scuffle in town with one, didn't you, Mithrandir?
Yeah, he was mouthing off at my fellowship. He said something like Morgoth could beat up my dad.
Did you win?
Yeah, it kicked his ass. And then he sucker punched me.
Why didn't you just pull yourself up?
The spirit was willing, but the flesh was weak.
You should see him in the gym now. He pretty much only does back and buys.
Fly, you fools! Fly, you fools! Fly, you fools!
Your choice, one hit.
3.
2.
Actually,
Gandalf, what the fuck was that for? 3 gut punch for assaulting and attempted robbery of my hobbit.
Are we even now?
No.
Forcemaster recruited him. Sorry, Isil. The sea is always right.
Where are you going?
Let him go, laddie.
You find the mind is very active, that it simply won't stop chattering away or holding on to this one thing. You can just scan down.
Can we continue?
My CBT therapist told me whenever I'm feeling angry or frustrated, I should go meditate. I'm trying to learn to be more tolerant and mindful.
Jeez, it's going to take us years to finish this season.
Of those behind them. Half of us just left. But half stayed.
More of this, less of Numenor, thank you. Charlie, you're from the north.
Yeah, Yorkshire. I'm getting pretty annoyed with this very average northern accent.
I beg you.
Why do all the evil, stupid men have to be northern? And just rolling around in their own filth.
Yeah, why have they made the half-wits Irish? Is that not a bit insulting?
I'm also half Irish.
Well, isn't everyone?
Yeah, they do get around.
People just seem to be doing stuff for no reason. Well, thank fuck for that. Pray we never come back to Numenor. The fate of the first season now rests on one big showdown.
Who do we think Halbrand is?
The Witch King. I think he must be king of those who dwell in the mountain.
I think it's going to end up as Barlam and Butterborough.
Running a pub in Bree thousands of years later.
Calling it early.
And what's the one thing that's got your goat the most about this documentary series?
Elven haircuts. Is it a high fade? I can't keep up with hairstyles today. And don't call me boomer.
Nothing wrong with a good, sharp, long elven hair party in the front. Instead of this elvish Presley bollocks they've got going on.
Oh, it's Cron's great-great-granddad. Looks like a bloody pencil. Can't find any tactic in Art of War that says release the skilled enemy commander to go as messenger to organize peasants into a highly structured military unit. Bring him down. And what is this? Reverse Helm's Deep. Use Grond, you morons.
It is beyond our skill to destroy.
This broken hilt cannot be destroyed by any craft they there possess.
Put there before me, my lord young elf.
It is a gift. A gift to the foes of Adar.
It would take them weeks to fill in that hole. Right there, Gary.
What about me?
Tavern.
Taverns for wounded and children. I can fight.
I know you can.
Which is why I need you in there, protecting those who can.
Long may you defend the dog and duck should the battle go ill.
But I want to fight. No, teenage boy Eowyn. Your job is to make inedible stew and wear Link's Africa. Take this curtain pole and draw the curtains.
You remember what you used to say? When you would hold me in the dark? Would you say it to me now?
In the end, this shadow is but a small and passing thing, forever beyond its reach. Find the light, and the shadow will not find you.
Gandalf, would you say the thing that you would say to me when I couldn't sleep in Moria?
I'd rub your belly and I'd go, I know it's kind of dark in here, but remember, the light is outside during the daytime.
How very prophetic.
Before the battle begins, plant one.
New life, in defiance of death.
No, sugar puffs.
Farewell, mother.
Farewell, my dear mother. Mother that is so glamorous she wouldn't look out of place with the Kardashians, with a full face of makeup in every scene, while every single other person in the village looks more weather-beaten than the face of Caradras. The beacons are lit. Edda calls for aid.
Then as greasy peasants shall answer.
While we were burning to death and getting shot, it was just this bit of wood that I needed to kick over to escape. What's this orc been eating?
Heaps of spinach and petit falou.
Aaron dear, first rule of boxing is to keep your guard up. Coming at him like this. You even leant into it. I took it flush round the kisser.
We're fighting our own.
It's not that big of a surprise. They literally left to go join the enemy. What do you think they would be doing? Add me. Just to get this straight, third age orc archers who couldn't pass a Specsaver's exam to save their life, then would go earlier down the evolution line and all of a sudden they're prime Legolas.
Maybe it was like reverse evolution, or the skill was lost in the dark age. Oh, I don't know why I'm defending it.
At least we won't have to hear that half-baked northern accent again.
No.
Now this side.
I swear to God, if she survives, I'm going to kick off.
Yours were at point-blank range, though, weren't
I was
they?
not even wearing any armour. I would have followed you, my brother, my captain, my... Oh, actually, just give it a poke with a burning twig. Oh, I'm all great, right as rain.
It's under here.
What kind of hiding place is that?
It really is Arendir's fault. Theo was, 20 yards away while he was spouting off about hiding it. We're going to hide this thing that can doom the world, but nobody follow me. No.
Here we go. The last battle of our time. The great kingdom of Numenor versus a small rabble of orcs.
I think you're actually enjoying it, and now you're just trying not to like it because it sells more t-shirts.
Nah. Time for eyes in the hole. We're going to send our stable sweeps in one at a time. It's how we defeated Morgoth. We just charged our stable sweeps at him one at a time until he got tired.
Oh, there it is, an art of war.
You remember me?
No.
Oh, that's so awkward. Really? We went to school together. I sat next to you in English for 7 years. I'm Halbrand. Halbrand Butterbur.
I'm no good with names. Jeez, mate. Just because he doesn't remember you doesn't mean you have to take it so personally.
Eat your tongue.
Keep your partially digested forked tongue behind your teeth.
We're about to get a closer look at him. Commander Galadriel's putting together a company. He's tracked down the orcs that escaped, and I managed to wheedle the pair of us a spot.
A company? That's some kind of low-stakes fellowship.
Friends from distant lands, friends of old. You have been summoned here to answer the threat of a few orcs that have escaped into the mountains.
The Sons of the Dark. The first orcs.
Oh, so Adar is the first orc. Can't wait to meet Evedar.
Perhaps we should bring our prisoners into the sunlight.
Jeepers, Galadriel. First sign of non-compliance and you resort to torture.
Perhaps we should just waterboard your kids, Adar. Yeah, we ain't messing.
He sought to craft the power, not of the flesh.
Oh, I'm sure whatever power that is, it won't be important.
I sacrificed enough of my children for his aspirations.
But we honor them every year in the Book of the Left Behind. Ugrak, Gishul, Emily, Horgranak Gisul. Beast got him. Even for an Uruk, he really was an Egypt.
I split him open. I killed Sauron.
I do not believe you.
Wait, if Adar killed Sauron, then maybe the Comet Man that we thought was you is actually Sauron.
Oh, crudding heck. What am I going to do with 10,000 Gandalf Flame of Abnor t-shirts? And I've finally got the website up and running.
And even if it takes me all of this age, I vow to eradicate every last one of you.
Not sure how I feel about this orc genocide. On one hand, genocide, not good. But on the other hand, orcs are just a bit...
The search for Morgoth's successor should have ended in your own mirror.
Perhaps I shall begin by killing you. You slithering bastard.
Galadriel! Galadriel never changes. I mean, at school, she could dish it out, but she could never take it.
Bind it to my very being. Then
I felt it too.
Tell me, where is Celeborn? For I much desire to speak with him.
Yes. Where is Galadriel and Celeborn's daughter, while she's cracking on with Halbrand?
Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Oh, you are japing me. So she survived 2 arrows, full Monty through the back. I guess the third really is the kicker.
It was in my hands. I felt powerful.
Give it to Numenor to toss into the sea on their voyage home.
I'm not sure that's a good... Hey, Theo, I know you're an addict, but here's a bunch of heroin. Just toss it in the sea if you want. No pressure. Do what you want with it. Who let Baldric escape? Blackadder's going to be furious.
Release the river!
Oh, damn. Treebeard's here. Say what you will about orcs. That is actually structurally very impressive. At least a few civil engineers amongst their ranks.
What are you looking up?
The percentage likelihood of anyone surviving a volcanic eruption.
If all the main characters die.
Then the next 4 seasons will just be me or Sauron, the half-wits, and young Elrond doing sweet fuck all.
Gandalf, I think you've got another apology to make.
I'm sorry to those who tuned into episode 6. When I motioned to kick down a bit of wood, and well, I may have shown a tiny bit of wizard scrotum. It's 3,000 years old, and it also ends up very loose down there.
3,000. Nobody should ever be 3,000 years old.
I'll tell you something for free, Boromir. When the day comes where you go for a walk in a freshly tilled meadow, and you look behind you to find you're leaving crop circles, that's too old. Okay? That's when really you should just book a one-way trip to Switzerland. So, can elves not die then?
Elves are like jellyfish. They can be killed, but if not, they just regenerate and live forever.
But need the mithril vaccine, apparently.
Soldier, over here!
You reckon everyone we know is going to survive?
Battle of Winterfell much.
All I ask is that...
The strength to defend your people.
Well, that too. That one of the characters we semi-care about dies. Just one. So that's Theo.
Are you hurt?
This scolding high-speed cloud of ash is no match for a 14-year-old boy.
Oh, Tavern saved me. Invoke the ancient protection of the dog and duck.
Is Theodore alive? Check. At least he might die. Theodore's chum. We kind of care about him. That would be something.
The 4th tier character gone, Gandalf.
I have a nagging suspicion he may survive.
What happened?
My great-grand used to speak of mountains to the south that could spit fire rock, only to wake again when a new evil is rising.
My year 10 geography teacher, Mr. Parsons, said that it was tectonic plates. I put new evil is rising and he gave me 1 out of 4 marks. Young Treebeard. We're watching Rings of Power if you want to join. Maybe young Treebeard can help us. Can you remember which wizard...
Alleged wizard.
Alleged wizard. Gave one of your friends a massage roughly midway through the second age.
I'll ask around.
The half-wits really are cognitively challenged, aren't they? That's twice they've run directly into his magic and then gone, "The toque you doing? Hey, I'm walking here."
I never made a promise I didn't. I see you've learned a few words of Stone Tongue.
Well, just 20 minutes a day on Duolingo.
We do not dig in earth that cannot support it. Delving into depths beyond the darkness, tempting shadow, rock, and mine, to bury us all beneath the mountain.
But the dwarves delve too greedily and too deep. Oh, sorry. Did somebody else want some?
Well, now your grubby hands have been all in it. You probably gave us all this code. The beginnings of Mordor. Decent, to be fair.
Perhaps we can make one of you yet.
Here you go, 14-year-old boy. Even though I'm the greatest warrior of this age, take our only sword. I reckon you'll make just as good use out of it.
Maybe she couldn't be asked to carry it. Oh, I know that one. Faramir, you're a soldier now. Take this sword and the picnic blanket. Oh, and some baby bells. Oh, and take these little sausages.
Do you?
Only Grey.
Is she talking about me?
Celeborn was his name.
We met in a glade of flowers.
Bit of a cliche.
When he went to it, I chided him. His armor didn't fit properly.
Is that fat shaming?
Also, who wears armor to a glade party?
I know, right? Everybody do the Celeborn.
What was that?
It's like a unfastening my breastplate.
So niche.
I never saw him again after that.
So's Celeborn dead? Oh. I much desire to speak with him one more time.
Well, I do hope not. As does Aragorn.
Go on then, use your sword. Time to prove yourself, lad. And you wanted to be a soldier. Shh. Get off the road, you fool.
Don't put the sword on, Mr. Theo.
Bring you success.
Dead in our contest. Did it?
That little lip smush. Elrond, you smug bastard. Of course I let him win. Dwarves are the sorest losers.
Oh, I did the same when I lost at magic to Saruman.
Gandalf, stop showing off in front of your little friends.
We do have our secret names. For use only amongst ourselves.
What is your secret name, Gandalf?
Claire.
That's what they used to call you. Claire the Grey.
That was my name.
Enough bounty here to feast tonight, and still have enough left over to last a frozen fish.
You can't eat only apples. That must give you some kind of disease.
Internet says there's not actually much wrong with just eating apples. Though it says they are acidic, so the juice may damage tooth enamel.
You eat too many apples, Gollum, mate. We're the real Slim Sauron.
No more M&M jokes. I won't stand for any more M&M jokes.
They are the least funny part.
Okay, young Elrond. I think it's time for a timeout.
Gandalf! What is this new devilry?
Not actually magic, then. Just starve the fire of oxygen and it goes out. All you need is big, saggy hands.
Visage?
No, that's great foreshadowing from 2010. Listen to this.
Gandalf!
Hey! No talking when you're on a timeout.
I should never have pulled the elf on board.
Listen, on the winds, my dear Elendil. You can hear thousands of voices agreeing with you.
Oh, stop playing to the Tolkienistas, Gandalf.
Oh, hey, Theowen. Me and the other real housewives of Amon Amarth have just been chilling back here.
Mother, you're looking very well for someone who just yesterday underwent open shoulder surgery, then got hit by a volcanic eruption.
I guess you're my dad now.
You are not in Numenor. Neither of you are.
Very factual, that Galadriel. We'll let you know if we need any more obvious facts.
We stay true to each other, with our hearts even bigger than our feet. And we just keep walking.
Gandalf, have you seen Finding Dory?
No.
I'll fetch provisions and get me stick. I'm coming with you. Doesn't matter anyway, we're all gonna die.
Sadek's really growing on me.
Halbrand. I thought you had
Oh,
died.
good. We can add Halbrand to the list of characters that survived the Ash Cloud.
This wound needs elvish medicine.
Just by glance, this nondescript wound requires elvish medicine, unlike every single other wound to the people in the immediate 150 yards that got hit by that volcano.
May we see the wound?
No.
Strength to the king!
Strength to King Sourwound, who got hit by a rogue Morgul blade mid-eruption, it would seem. Well done for coming to see your GP. We caught it early. Now rest and recuperate. And no horse riding for at least 2 to 3 minutes.
Is that the one you scrapped with?
I threw down my enemy and smote his ruin on the mountainside.
Tell you what, we could do with a Durin's Bane in here. It's rooting freezing.
We don't put the Balrog on until November. Stick a jumper on. Wait, did they just reveal the creation of Mordor by PowerPoint?
It's like a corporate presentation. Star wipe.
So as you can see from our quarterly projections, we plan to sell 200 high-end units overlooking the plains of Gorgoroth, with 200 more being built within 5 minutes' walk of the new mall at the Tower of Barad-dûr.
That brings us to the end of our presentation.
If you would like to stick around, there's going to be nothing but maggoty bread and some grog for 3 stinking hours.
Strangers from distant lands, friends of old, you have been summoned here to answer the identity of Sauron. I'm taking bets at where you can see...
My money's on the old man baby being Sauron.
That's got to be a wizard.
Oh, it ain't me. Honestly, my 20s, I spent a lot of time mashed out of my face, but I'd remember that. Sauron's either going to be Halbrand or Jeffrey Bezos.
I think if this episode isn't good, some of the fandom are ready to go to war.
What?
Boromir!
I'm just preparing for the Battle of Reddit.
I've got an accumulator on with William Hill. Baby Man is you, Gandalf. Halbrand is Sauron. And Galadriel at any point to ride a horse slow-mo. And Poppy to usurp Sadok and be crowned king of the half-wits.
Oh, similar for me. Except I've also got the sea to beat a chess grandmaster. Hot. No, I've done it 3 times. Comedy comes in 3s. There is actually some craft to what I say.
Those improv classes are clearly paying off.
Haru Sauron.
Oh, easiest money I've ever made. Suck it, Elrond.
The words "suck it, Elrond" have never been uttered here in Imladris.
But this is Croydon, my lord young Elrond. It has been uttered many times here.
It's a long episode. Payouts only after the final whistle. There we go.
What's he doing to that horse?
Enemy lance. 6 days ago.
Enemy lance. Wait, so he was jousting with the orc cavalry mid-eruption.
Top-tier food-tooking, that Galadriel.
The Celebrimbor.
I had a poster of you in my room when I was a kid.
Might there not be some alloy to amplify the qualities of your ore?
Sir Master Smith Celebrimbor missed alloy day in year 4 chemistry.
That, and he never learnt anything about the ancient Greeks.
We're out to tie his shoelaces.
Call it a gift.
Go on.
What? Oh, come on.
I'm not a performing monkey.
All right. Maybe we'll get Faramir in for the next season.
It is a gift.
Say it properly.
A gift to the foes of Mordor.
This Halbrand is like a modern-day Santa, giving out gifts. And Santa can't be Sauron. Looks like you've got the cash sewn up, Boromir.
In the coming days, each of you will be granted 1 hour with the king.
So I would have liked some more time to finish the shading on your nostril hairs, but what... Oh, no, you hate it.
I know what you have been doing in the dark of night when you thought all eyes were asleep.
Very grim of Wormtongue there.
I thought I deleted my internet history.
I need royal lineages, bloodlines. Anything you can find on the Southlands.
Galadriel, I haven't been on a date for thousands of years, but I'm not sure if it's okay to hire a private investigator.
As soon as I have their number, I'm always looking them up on the gram.
You saw strength in me.
He pushed me to heights that no one else could.
I just don't think I'm going to consider it canon if Galadriel ends up banging Sauron.
It's not. They already said the baby man is Sauron. Might as well pay up now.
Gandalf, can you not go one jewel without getting flipped about in midair?
It's Sauron.
I don't know, this is quite a lot like my fighting style.
Getting your ass kicked.
You know, Saruman, if we met as adults, I don't think we'd be friends.
Only you can show what you are. You choose by what you do.
Remember, my dear Hobbit,
it's not who you are underneath. It's what you do that defines you. Very good, Master Nori. As you wish, sir.
Sauron.
Oh, cruddy neck.
I'm good.
Oh, we can all just go around declaring we're good now. I really needed that $5 for the bus home. And it's tipping it down.
Oh, you need, yeah, you can borrow my, way. Oh, shitty bollocks.
Pirates? Pirates have taken over Numenor.
No, he's the king. And he's... what?
The metals shouldn't be forced to join, but more drawn or coaxed.
Maybe we could woo the metals together. It's like trying to get pandas to mate in a zoo. Let me demonstrate. I take these priceless bits of mithril that I got off of eBay, who love each other very much, and with a bit of wooing and maybe a little bit of spooning, then 9 months later, out pops this one ring of power that I made when you guys weren't looking.
I have been awake since before the breaking of the first silence. In that time, I have had many names.
Gandalf, Olorin, Mithrandir, Claire, Greyheim, Stephen Ridley Johnson.
He was seeking a power, not to destroy Middle-earth, but to heal it.
That is some top-tier demigod level gaslighting there.
Oh, that's worse than this little chap with the lumber spread.
I am your friend.
You're a friend of Morgoth.
So Halbrand is Sauron. I could have sworn he looked like a big metal man in Lord of the Rings.
No, that's armor. There's a person underneath.
Like a robot.
What?
No penance could ever erase the evil you have
Not very liberal of you, Galadriel, to think Sauron can't be rehabilitated.
I alone can see your light.
Galadriel, I know you don't want to hear it, but I'm seeing a lot of red flags.
Everybody's got baggage. I think she should go for it.
You think wanting dominion over all living things isn't a red flag?
Yeah, that feels like a bit of a biggie.
I would make you a queen, fair as the sea and the sun, stronger than the foundations of the earth.
All shall love you and despair. So that's actually one of Sauron's lines.
In the Fellowship, Galadriel, when it felt like she was riffing.
Stronger than the foundations of the earth. Cleverer than an owl with a master's degree.
You're right, it doesn't
Well, the
feel
owl.
really... What? No. I've just lost a lot of respect for Galadriel's spoken word poetry. She's just quoting Sauron.
Ah, so that's who I remember. Honestly, didn't recognise him when he's not got his work clothes on.
This is it. You bind me to the light.
Oh, I'm a sucker for that in relationships. I'm always looking for someone to save.
That's your toxic trait.
And that is why I will never be at your side.
Also, I'm not moving to Mordor with you. There's no good restaurants. It's like 3 buses.
When you tell them that Sauron lives because of you!
Oh yeah, that's a red flag.
I will say I didn't see Halbrand being Sauron coming. I was sure he would be Barlim and Butterbur.
Yeah, King Sourwound. How many of them t-shirts did you sell?
King Sourwound.
What are you doing?
The second note. I have questions.
What? Questions that need answers?
Precisely. It was there, right under my very nose.
That's not how you spell Sauron.
Yeah, but it's how those stupid Americans pronounce it. It's the answer to all the riddles. Dylan, Garrett, Sauron.
Is that your attempt at a wink?
I knew to be true with a certainty that I can't explain.
The Irish accent is gone.
They've only gone and gentrified Gandalf.
Means wise one. Or wizard.
So his name is Wizard Wiseman.
No, Gandalf. It's Wise Wizard Man.
Just look after everyone. Go safe with Anchor.
Elrond. Poppy the Usurper. That was the last one on your accumulator.
Oh.
We're rich.
Oh, lend us a fiver, Elrond. Oh, no. I cashed out.
Oh, never cash out. How much you get?
Just a voucher. 2 for 1 off half pints at the Prancing Pony.
When in doubt, Eleanor Brandyfoot. Always follow your nose.
Gandalf, it's your catchphrase. That seals it.
Yeah, it's got to be me. People love it when I say
You're
that.
joking, Gandalf. I used to say that. Do you all honestly believe that he made that up?
No, you started using it after me. I remember because, what was it? Is you would let one rip and I'd go, we know which way not to go, always follow your nose. And everyone would laugh.
Right, hands up if you think it's Gandalf. That's 1, 2, 3. Sorry, Saruman. It's decided. It's baby Gandalf.
Can I at least stick around to watch season 2?
No, Gandalf, put me down! This is no way to treat the White Wizard!
Viria, forged of the very finest Valinor potato. Nenya, of the very essence of pickled onion. And Naya, which above all else, kids and grown-ups love it so.
So Sauron and Galadriel are going to try long distance for a season. See how it goes. How are people going to understand that's no longer Halbrand? Just wait a minute. There we go. You're welcome, Amazon.
Oh, so he's Sauron. Now I get it. I wouldn't have had the foggiest. So this song is just the Rings poem to the tune of Gollum's song.
That was an alright final episode.
Not worth $1 billion, but...
Yeah, to be fair, that was pretty good. Oh, my Prime is about to renew. Why has it gone up to $300 a year plus a kidney?
What's Jeff Bezos wanting with all those kidneys?
The mystery of the 2 mysteries is over. The new mysteries of the other seasons is about to begin. In 2 years.
Can't wait.
2 years? What are you guys going to do until then?
Probably argue about it with people on Reddit.